Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Skillet coming to you from X4 Foundations. We are going to get the Envoy. And as I kind of mentioned in the pre-release video, I had done the story at least, 5 times. And for the 4 times I did it within this universe, the story started in the same sector. Well, as I was gearing up for this this video, it changed. So now we have to be here together just in case it changes again. So we are going to have to leave that combat scenario, which we were going to pick up on when we stream again, which should be this Friday.
Entering system.
And we are going to go straight for the Envoy. And then when we stream, it'll be going for the Cipher. Now, sometime between recording this video and getting to the stream, I'm hoping, and fingers crossed, I'm hoping we can move on with the next leg of the Terran Covert Ops missions. Because at that point, it is then about making money, producing a fleet, and finishing the Yaki story so we could start a new series. So,
Mayday.
Here it goes again.
This is Attaché Bren Sobert aboard the diplomatic vessel Berenice. I'm being attacked by unknown forces and require urgent assistance.
Okay, so, well, while we're here, that's lucky for us that we got him at this point, because, before we started recording, or I started recording, I was halfway, or over halfway, to where it had started, and it was in Grand Exchange 1. For 4 times in a row, it was Grand Exchange 1. And then right before recording, it happened in Holy Retribution, or Unholy Retribution, and now it has happened in Hatikva's Choice 1. And there they are. Look at that. Okay, so
Elite Vanguard.
Let's go get the Envoy.
This is Daldrino speaking. Accelerate. Pass on, for your own good. Don't make this your business.
Autopilot engaged.
Now, if we try to communicate with this guy, which we can't calm him yet, we've got to be within 35 kilometers, right? Oh, they're down there. I've not had them on a different plane than what you really typically fly in, so I'm actually very curious, and thank you, Autopilot. I'm curious about this, because for the many attempts that I've done it for, nothing's ever been different, so very curious. Now, can we actually calm this guy? If we calm him, he explains that we can get into combat. Oh,
Autopilot disengaged.
let's try that one more time.
This mission falls under full diplomatic protection. ICSC Article 9.1. Under 9.4, your assistance, including lethal force, is explicitly covered. Help me, and you'll be compensated.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
You won't last long.
I don't know how it just went straight to the map. All right, come on.
You'll have to do more damage than that.
Now, the first time I attempted this mission, I was able to get all the pilots to bail from their ships, which I thought was a crazy feat in its own, because they're all elites. it's...
You really didn't want to do that.
It was just... I never expected, you know, plot people to be so readily wanting to escape.
Oh no.
Elite.
He didn't.
Vanguard.
Go away.
And this guy's not going to want to go either.
Right. You're asking for
I will say...
My ship is being scanned.
I will say that the elites are more agile than I have
Deldrino to squad leader.
really
Fall
kind of
back.
expected.
The situation is getting out of hand. I'll be requesting a strike team to handle this. I repeat, fall back.
Okay,
Envoy.
and now I think we calm him again.
Citizen, please accept my sincere thanks. It was very fortunate that you acted so quickly. You prevented an attempted hostile takeover of a diplomatic courier mission. I'm transporting historic materials bound for the archives. Yes, they're sealed in a magnetic stasis field. Makes them difficult to transfer between vessels. We'd need a proper relief ship for that.
I can take you anywhere you need to go, buddy.
You're too kind. If I may trouble you, would you instead fetch my Envoy class while I wait here? I'm grateful, citizen.
Let's go grab
Yes, a prototype with some mods, same as the Berenice.
Scan the Berenice, and we need to get this gate. All right, so let's get...
Autopilot.
Hello, partner. A word about Sober. I don't know what he is up to yet, but he is not a diplomat. These documents might just be from before the dark. If they are, they're potentially very valuable. I would recommend going along with him until we know more.
Not a big fan of the new voice. But let's continue on. And hopefully with the power of
Entering
editing,
system.
I will meet
Argent
you
Prime.
at that gate.
Entering system. Void of opportunity.
All right, well, while we're on our way to that gate, I will say, when I did the new story start, it was here in Void of Opportunity that I got jumped by multiple xenon bees. It was crazy the amount of bees that were actually on my tail. I didn't realize that they were there. You know, you get the alert and everything, and it says weep, and you're like, oh, okay, well, I can speed through this. Yeah, well, like a dozen of them just all opened up with their lasers and just went brrr. It was the loudest burp I had ever heard in the game thus far. And I jumped and I was immediately dead. But since we've already had Void of Opportunity in here, that doesn't give this a xenon feel. So when we start our new series after we're done doing the Yaki part, I'm very curious how the...
Autopilot.
You know what, autopilot?
Disengage.
I'm very curious how the universe is really going to look, especially with a fresh roll and 8.0. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that for sure. So let's go find this relief ship.
This sector has experienced a supernova event unlike any I have seen. It must have been a spectacular sight to behold, and an enlightening moment for any scientist who recorded it.
That line of dialogue is new. That didn't happen. That didn't happen within the beta. So that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Because it was just Doll, no Bozo. That's pretty cool. All right, let's get going this way. Let's try to find that other Envoy, however you'd like to pronounce it. I'm actually really surprised we haven't finished doing that station. I'm surprised that station's still taking its time. Okay, so now that, oh, hello. Okay, you know, after release, it seems to be a little easier to do some things. In the beta, I had to scan.
Speaking. Health and Safety Administration. We observed an anomaly in this sector and initiated an on-site evaluation. For your own security and continued profitability, I strongly recommend immediate withdrawal.
Oh, Sobert sent me.
Sobert? Archive ship. Well, I suppose you could call the Envoy that. I am presently attempting to decrypt this data vault before it gets bitflipped in the afterglow. It contains security-relevant information. Want to assist me? Colleague Sobert can wait a while longer.
I love that he just lets his buddy just hang out in a broken ship. It's like, he can deal with himself.
I can't quite put my finger on it, but I don't think that Talati is a health and safety officer. Let's keep an eye on him.
I don't know why you think the lizard guys would be liars, doll. Why does this guy have anything to hide? Okay, so let's make sure the ship does not have orders to fly away. Hey, look, it did. All right, let's get up. Ooh, you were just hands there for a second, man. Now, interesting enough, this will also start, the mission for Bozo to get the data vaults. And if you have been with the channel for a very long time, you may have heard me say, one day we will collect them all. Kind of like Pokemon. I don't think we will. I don't think we will. But it's funny enough that this starts that mission that I don't think a whole lot of people have really ever finished. Now, you can correct me if I'm wrong. If you've finished it, let me know in the comments. I know, I don't like EVA. I know Ego Ott did a video with all the timelines, minus this, because this is new. I think we got to do this. We gotta look for the boxes that this has as well. I can't remember really what did it. We gotta go here. Oh, and it...
I see you have made quite the discovery.
Earth scientists create jump gates.
Oh, I have all of them.
In 2022
oh, no.
AD minus 184 NT, Ashizawa Kazuko made a startling discovery. It
We don't
was
want that one.
indeed possible to
Oh,
travel
did
faster
doing
than
something in the
speed of
beta
light
really
with finite
oh.
energy. Kazuko had
Well,
successfully
ladies and
established
gentlemen,
the
we did it.
principle
We got them all. We
by
got them all.
Axiom. The QV collider, constructed by the barrel between 778 and 782 NT, was designed to synthesize element 126, unbihexium, from the theorized island of stability. A previous prototype on planet Hydian had catastrophically malfunctioned, fracturing the planet in the process. Within 1 Jazura of operation, the QEV collider produced approximately 4 kilograms of unbihexium. The element demonstrated a half-life of 4.4 Jazuras, extendable to Decazuras with magnetic stasis. The barrel prepared to test 980 grams of unbihexium on an uninhabited sector's unstable main sequence star, using a linear accelerator. During final launch preparations, the star unexpectedly ejected massive amounts of solar material, overwhelming the station's radiation shielding. After the solar mass ejection, radiation levels throughout the accelerator station exceeded 9 sieverts per hour, a dose high enough to cause immediate neurological effects, unconsciousness within minutes, and death within hours. All personnel on site perished, resulting in the abrupt termination of the experiment. After the fall of the gates, the QEV collider became unreachable. When more and more jump gates reactivated, a remnant of the barrel that called itself Ectobarrel was able to locate the old experimental station, its crew deceased, but equipment remaining, and unbihexium still in its containment field. After all this time, the experiment was scheduled to resume with enhanced radiation shielding.
So, when I said in the previous video, combat some deception, I'm telling you now, that Cobra guy, those aren't documents. Those are not documents. Alright.
Egg salad! I suspected as much, but having the proof makes it feel so much more devastating. Sobert has half a kilo of that unbihexium aboard the Berenice. Snatched it from under the Ectobarrel's hind scales. The Ministry wants it gone. Everybody else wants to get their claws on it. But in any case, I would rather we have it than someone else. So, let us find colleague Sobert.
Takoba.
And is it Shift G or is it just G? G. It's just G. And now we start the whole data vault mission as well for Bozo, but I guess in the beta it gave me everything, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. It's a lot of data vaults to try to keep track of and find, and sure there's a few guides out there for that. But let us follow this guy all the way back to Sober, which is in Hatikva's Choice 1. Very curious on how we're gonna get there. He's already through the gate. Oh, he's gonna go south and hit the highway. Okay, that makes sense. Well, I could technically... where is Sobert?
Autopilot engaged.
There we go. We'll just do the autopilot from here. And again, with the power of editing, I should see you on the other side.
Entering system. Void of opportunity.
Egg salad! They destroyed a star. A sun. Where is the profit in that? Where? What am I going to do?
Well, I said I was going to meet you on the other
Hey
side.
there. This unbihexium situation is on an entirely different scale from what we're typically dealing with. It's on an extinction level spectrum. I recommend making sure it gets delivered to the Argon Federation. They're the best candidate to keep the lid on it until it expires.
What a delight it is to confirm that element 126 is real and stable. The magnitude of this discovery is simply immeasurable. The Ectobarrel has rendered invaluable service to the scientific community. The resonance of this knowledge will elevate us all.
Okay, I will say this. The Bozo lines were not in the beta, and I absolutely love that they've been added. I love how he got so excited about an extinction level event for the good of
Entering
science.
system. Holy vision.
for the good of science. So hopefully now, I'll catch you on the other side. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Atikva's choice one.
Atikva's choice.
Any time, autopilot. There we go. Now, I'm curious on how this is going to work from here, because in those four attempts...
Citizen, I'm so very glad you've returned. And you too, esteemed colleague Syringius. Always a pleasure. Once we've transferred the material, we should destroy the Berenice. No need to hand a diplomat vessel with sensitive gear over to the ectobaril.
The pleasure is all mine, colleague. But what have I been hearing? You tricked this brave citizen into believing you were transporting documents?
Well, I never said that. I said historic materials, which is true. But let's not delay. Our unpleasant friend, Deldrino, mentioned an incoming strike team. Better we're gone before they arrive.
So every time that I've done this, I thought he just left. In the beta, Atikva's choice was the end point. So I'm very curious about where we're gonna go now. So after you, big shot.
Autopilot engaged.
He's fast enough that hopefully autopilot will just take over. I'm actually kind of worried where he's gonna go. Oh, thank God. I was worried he's gonna go through Thark's cascade. I honestly was. Oh, Jesus. He got way out here super fast.
Entering system. Silent witness.
Is he gonna go through... Huh. Yep. This is interesting. It's not... This has not been the same experience I've had with the beta upon full release. So I am happy. I'm happy about that. The surprises alone with Bozo and the new sectors that we're traveling through just to do the story.
Entering silent witness 11.
But where's he going? This is a dead end. Unless there's something that Egosoft did not tell us. Don't stop. Don't. Oh my gosh.
Autopilot disengaged.
Come on, autopilot. You were better than that. Could have threaded that needle. Honestly, I have no idea where we're gonna go.
Entering silent witness.
Citizen, I'm cutting the main engine. The Envoy's Podkletnov seem to have elevated Planck time latency, and the 126 doesn't like that. The mag stasis should stabilize things in a few seconds.
Ooh, I like that yellow.
Colleagues, that is not the ectobarrel. That is someone else. Like I said, no one can synthesize unbihexium, but everyone wants it. Let us make sure they do not get it.
You're going down.
Kestrel, Vanguard.
Well, we know those guys are pirates. Because nobody willingly flies a Kestrel besides pirates. And you, sir, are dangerous.
I think you might regret that. Wait, no.
Oh! He's a jumper.
Test now, Vanguard.
I do not like fighting in a minefield. Now we have 2 ships we can actually cap in this sector. I do not like fighting in a minefield.
Your space debris. No, stop.
Short
Oh,
work of them, colleague. Like a true combat veteran.
Saringia, citizen. The 126 has calmed down. I'm relighting the engines.
but I don't know where he's gonna go, because every other time we've traveled to another sector after the second combat,
Autopilot engaged.
and is he gonna go back through the gate? He's gonna go back through the gate.
Colleague Sobert, do you not see what is happening? Let us place the Unbiaxium under the Ministry's custody. We will never use it as a weapon. In fact, we are going to dispose of it.
But that's unrealistic. You can't just destroy 126 unless you throw it into another star.
Do not gaslight me. I am no hatchling. Unbiaxium has a half-life of 4.4 Jazuras outside the stasis field.
4 years, 4.5 years,
Will
or
be all but gone in at most 63
Something like that.
Jazuras.
Maybe so, but the Ministry can't protect it for that long. The Argon Federation, on the other hand, has been stable since long before the Dark.
you like this yellow.
Not our decision to make, colleague. Not yours, not mine.
Feels
nice
like we're
yellow.
sitting on a powder keg. I'll admit that my palms are getting sweaty. Cutting engines once more. Stay sharp.
Colleagues, there they come. This time it is the ectobarrel.
This is Chief Scientist Dr. Franca Daldrino. The material in your possession was illegally extracted from our custody under the guise of a diplomatic mission. We'd prefer not to use force to recover it, so I'm saying this only once. Release the material and retreat.
We have seen the footage. You destroyed a star. You can never have it back.
The statutes of the ICSC are quite clear. In the absence of jurisdiction, force is permitted under specific circumstances. This qualifies.
Dr. Daldrino, let me too be perfectly clear. The experiment conducted by the ectobarrel constitutes a breach of both the WMD testing treaty of 689 NT and the Stellar Scale Weapons Moratorium of 749 NT. Both are ratified by the Argon Federation. The material in question has been lawfully confiscated under Federation jurisdiction and will not be returned.
Get out of here, dude.
You leave me no choice. Daldrino to strike team leader. Authorization to attack.
Daldrino, destroying the Envoy means destroying the 126 and the entire sector.
Oh,
We're done for.
this is a few more
Elite.
of in combat than what was done before. Somebody that knows the lore.
Shot wasn't very effective.
What is NT?
You're
What is
making
that?
a big mistake.
What does that stand for?
Will this ever end?
Somebody in the I said chat, didn't I? Somebody leave in the comments what the NT stands for. You're closer. And I've got your attention. And you're gone. Where's the other one?
Oh no.
Did he bail too? No. Okay. Well, if he didn't bail, let's finish this guy off first.
I remember the barrel. You
reactor barrel is more powerful than you realize. You're stalling the inevitable. That's all you're doing.
I mean,
Science will win.
Ma'am, you've crossed the line from merely unethical to openly criminal. And is that what you wanted?
I'm not the criminal here. You are. Just give up. If you win now, you'll lose worse later.
Colleague, my scale plate is still pale, but you were magnificent. One obstacle less.
126 is stabilized. I'm relighting the engines. We're on the final stretch.
I feel sorry for those pilots. They were misled.
And I, esteemed colleague Syringius, feel sorry that we didn't get Daldrino.
He's a savage. Trying to take out a mad scientist lady. Okay, so we went to a dead end. We're leaving the dead end. Are we just gonna go back to Hatikva's Choice just to finish the story there? Very curious. Oh, come on, autopilot, you suck. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, sorry. We knew that rock posed no threat. But autopilot said otherwise. Let's get through here and finish where we need to go.
Entering Silent Witness 1.
And let's see. Oh, perfect. I don't know why I did that. I'm in autopilot. Come on, autopilot. Let's get there. We're almost, well, we're in the home stretch. He did say that. Home stretch. Now, this was a pretty exciting story opposed to the Hyperion.
Autopilot disengaged.
Mainly because I guess autopilot doesn't want to work. But it was a more eventful story than the Hyperion, which I appreciate. And it puts you down a path that I don't know if many, players actually take. Where is that ship? Jesus, it's down there. And that is, opening up the story for Bozo and the data vaults. Because outside of that and the Earl King, you really don't deal with any data vaults that I can remember. Maybe another Hyperion Cur mission or something, but honestly, data vaults are, I don't know anybody that has really done them other than Ego Aught. Again, in the comments, let me know. Let's finish this up and let's call this a good night until we meet again for a stream.
Docking granted.
The ship's, oh my goodness. There we go.
Citizen, I'm truly grateful for your invaluable assistance. My esteemed colleague may have preferred the 126 to remain under Ministry stewardship. But rest assured The Argon Federation honors ICSC treaties just as strictly. Now, as promised, your compensation. I've been authorized to offer you an Envoy-class ship on permanent loan in recognition of your service.
On permanent
She's yours
loan?
to command as you see fit. And naturally, should the AFIS or the Diplomatic Corps require the unique capabilities of a vessel like the Envoy, you'll find yourself at the very top of our rather exclusive list of contractors. Citizen, it's been a pleasure. Until next time.
Yes, yes. It is now ours. Well, we gotta step into it, and then it is ours. And now we have an Envoy.
Congratulations on your new ship. However, be aware that it most certainly comes with strings attached. I wouldn't be surprised if Sobert got back to you with a request soon. In fact, I'd be surprised if he didn't. But that's not a bad thing. It broadens your opportunities.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that new voice, but that is going to be it for now. I hope you enjoy. If you did get the DLC...
Colleague,
oh,
did you know that the Envoy class will enter general production shortly? Should you ever require another one, you can procure it from the Ministry in Argon Wharfs. And from our allies, of course.
I don't know who he means by allies. But if you did get the DLC, drop it in the comments if you like it, if you've already played through it, if you like the ships. Let me know your thoughts. I, for one, am going to start using them a little more. Outside of what the beta was, I'm very curious. I want to, get a feel for the cipher itself, and the Envoy. I didn't have a whole lot of opportunity outside of the beta, really. And not a whole lot of opportunity with the betas ongoing. Hey, I didn't know that thing moves. Ah, something curious going on over there, too. But this is going to be Skillet signing out for now. We are going to be streaming Friday. We're going to be on the hunt for a cipher. I will catch you guys then.